Right, so we'll start with Group A of the Courtyard Ferns Intermediate Hurling Championship. This is a victory for Tara Rocks, managed by Seamus Byrne, 121 to Ascamore's 213. For Ascamore, their main scorers were Turco Kinsella, Shane Tompkins, James Byrne. PJ Nolan went off injured. Good in cornerback was Peter O'Neill. For the Rocks, they got a good goal from Keane Hughes early on. Conor Devitt chipped in with 2 points. Conor Kinsella introduced, he went well. And Joe Curtis also got a brace. So in the second half they got 6 unanswered points, and that really was the difference. And their next game is against Bunclody, so Tara Rocks with the stronger start there. Elsewhere, Buffers Alley 2-16 against Blackwater 1-12. Both games said it was not like a championship game. Now for Buffers Alley, Kieran Kenny is injured, and Pat Kenny was honeymooning, so the both of them were away. John Farrell was good in the backs, and Ross Donoghue featured with a marauding run for Seamus O'Hagan's goal just before half time, and that made it 110 to 1-4 at half time. The Alley played 2 inside. It was nip and tuck for the first quarter, and Blackwater even got a lifeline when the puck out was caught by Phelan Roach. He led it off to Dean Wright, and that got it back to 2 points. Then in the second half, there was actually 4 unanswered Blackwater points, but then John Lee Myler was introduced again. That settled Buffers Alley. The evergreen Willie Dorn got on the end of a Paul O'Leary line ball, put it in the net, and that led to the eventual full-time difference of 7 points. If Blackwater found it hard to link scores together in the second half, but it doesn't seem that. I always think Buffers Alley they might rise back to it, but it doesn't seem like they're definitely going to come back into the senior ranks.
Yeah, no, even on it, the both teams, Buffers Alley and Kilroche Ascamore, contested the league final, so you have to look at the league and wonder how competitive is the league, because as we see there in the first match, Tara Rocks became victorious against Ascamore. So
interesting, yeah. And then Seamus O'Hagan was playing full forward, but someone felt that wasn't really the best place for him. So interested to see how Seamus O'Hagan, a talented player like him, is used. And then the final one there, St James's beat Adamstown 112 to 1-8. Now Adamstown are plagued by injuries. They're struggling. They had 4 injuries in the game. So at half time it was actually level 1-4 to 7 points. The Bird got the goal for Adamstown. For the Jimmies, there was lots to improve on. They felt Kevin O'Grady and Shane Murphy were their main scorers, so that was St James's getting the final Group A victory.
Looks like a riveting match, 112 to 1-8.
Gus O'Rad 3-16 to Horswood's 15 points. So Min Ryan got 11 place balls. He's back from a cruciate injury. Gavin Sheehan was impressive. He got 1-3. He's back. He's workhorse. Mark Rossiter was solid at centre back. Good link play with Gavin, and then Mark scored a goal as well. Mark Keogh got a goal as well. In the backs, Gavin Sheehan's brother Jamie was solid alongside Emma Cullen and Jack O'Connor. And for Horswood, Conor Foley and Jamie Myler were the 2 main scorers. So Gus Horan emerging there from the local department. Yeah,
just from talking to a few Horswood men, it seems the loss of Sean Nolan's going to affect them a lot. He's a great hurler. There's also more players gone travelling and so on, so they might be affected this year in their first year up at intermediate. I suppose the RAP second team, we played Gusheron a few weeks ago just before a championship, and they really impressed me, I must say. They have big names that you'd usually put with football, Mark Rossiter, Gavin Sheehan, and Minnie Ryan, but these fellas can also hurl very good as well. Gavin Sheehan looks to be extremely fit. He didn't play a part with Wexford football this year due to an injury, but Gusheron looked to be really on point and very sharp at the moment.
Clabon emerged the winners from a scrappy game with Feather. They're 114 to 8 points. Conal Flood got an injury in the first half, and then he was moved into full forward for the second half. Harry Keogh chipped in with 11 points, 9 from frees. They missed Bob Whitty, who's injured for the season, and Colin Squingy Keogh. Darren Redmond and Nathan MacDonald made their debuts. Sean Keating made a good save in the second half. And for Feather, the short game didn't work, and they had a good few wides. So that
just looking at any game, Michael, Feather scoring 8 points, you're not going to win many hurling matches scoring 8 points, so that has to be one area that they're going to have to improve on.
Yeah, and then finally Timon beaten Bunclody 19 points to 212, so Timon got a lively start. They picked off the scores the easier. Shane O'Gorman and Cahill Doyle. Shane O'Gorman got 10 points, Cahill Doyle had 4 frees, and Cahill returned last week after being out for 2 months with a hamstring injury. Adam Sinnott also back from injury. He played well, and yeah, so Timon, last year's county finalist, starting with a good display. Mighty Connors' goal was the difference at half time. They went from 5 up, but then they conceded a good few points in the second half. A late goal from Peter Axon brought it back to a point. Overall, they relied on Sean Kenny Freeze. Owen MacDonald, wing back, made an impressive debut, and Peter Axon was inside at the young age of 37.
Yes, and there's a clip from the Timon and Bunclody match gone viral, I see, on social media, of young Sinnott picking up the hurling ball as if it's a soccer ball. He just flicks it up straight into the hand and delivers a good ball in. So a viral piece of skill there going on the internet from young Sinnott from Timon.
Excellent.